All right, it is 5:10 now in Dubai. I believe it is 6:40 in India. And today we'll start our second session, 109B. And today is 25th of June, 2022. The spiritual significance of the selfless service. Selfless service is in our Indian tradition, it is called seva. Seva, and the way we express the quality itself is called seva bhav. So basically, what will explain that what is the spiritual significance of this seva, or why we need to inculcate this quality as a seva bhav. Some more people are joining.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam, Vidyaji, welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
So now that the seva bhav, this seva, what we are saying, that what we are offered, that all the spiritual masters that given a lot of importance to all this aspect called the seva, that service and the seva. But the masters are just recommending that you do that seva not as a Pranam Pritiji. Now you do the seva or service not as a favor to anyone. Like, do it as your duty. It is not about the other person who is the recipient of the seva. It matters to you. I will come into the detail a little later, but the further significance of that. So 3 things they are recommending. First, they are recommending is that the service to be done as a duty, not as a favor to anyone. Like you are not favoring anyone or something. Next is you need not to you need to do that this seva for the welfare of the humanity. That should be your goal. How you can contribute to the welfare of the humanity. That's why you are doing it. You are not doing it to a particular individual or particular area or small focused area. You are basically, whatever you are contributing, it is going to contributing to the welfare of the humanity. And also they are recommending that whatever you do, this work you do it as you are give like a tributary ahuti to the havan. Like whenever in the fire we give the ahuti, that fire we give in the havan, we get offer something. So it is said that all the services you are offering, like a havan, you are offering to many things, that basically you are offering to the divine, to the creator, to the universal consciousness. We are giving to God, if you like to, say that. So they are offering to the divine whatever you are doing to that. So these 3 things they are recommending. The masters are recommending. First is do it as your duty. Second is do it for the welfare of the humanity. No matter what your work you have chosen to do, that work should be done for the welfare of the humanity, and whatever you do, you offer to the divine. Like this is what it's for you. It's not for somebody else I'm doing. So this is the 3 things they are recommending. And this why it is said that you are doing it for that humanity, not the individual. Because when the individual aspect comes, then many things become associated with it. Our ego comes in, and ego has got some kind of thing that we are doing some kind of favor to someone, and that can ruin the purpose of this seva bhav. Like Mother Teresa, she said once, if you judge people, then there'll be no time to love them. So basically, this is the seva is now we are the way it is connected to the spirituality is seva directly connects us to the love and compassion, which is our inherent quality, which is we already have. We are made out of pure love. Seva is expression of that. Seva is not something that we need to choose or we have to struggle to get into. It is our normal. If we operate from pure love, helping others, giving the services, this comes automatically as an expression of love, this unconditional love. The expression of love is also called the compassion. You feel compassionate to the fellow human beings or fellow in the not human beings only. It can be the life in general or the nature, the Mother Earth. So it is where we are doing it. It should automatically come from within. So regarding this humanity stuff, because when it comes time to give something to someone or help someone, so this why the Mother Teresa say if you judge people that you don't have time to love them. Similarly, Aristotle was, going on the streets. He just, I think, give some charity to someone. His friends were saying, don't give it to this man. He's not good enough, not a good character. You're wasting your money here. Then Aristotle said that it is not for that man. It is whatever I'm giving, that is for the humanity. That is the right spiritual understanding of whatever we offer. And that's what exactly Mother Teresa was also saying. And in this particular case, and in fact, Swami Vivekananda going to one step further. He is telling that there is a God in every poor fellow, Daridra Narayan. Okay, so everybody is God. So, and also he has said that for the thing that if you're in the service of the people, that is the best way to serve God. You have to go to temple to worship God. You can, whoever is in front of you, if you serve them, that serves the purpose of his equivalent to puja. That's what he's saying that. Like in Bengali, Bohurupe Sammukhe Chari Kotha Khujicho Ishwar, Jibe Prem Kore Jeijon Seijon Seviche Ishwar. That's what is. All these principles are based on like a Kriya Yoga principle. Like this is a fundamental, one of the pillars of Karma Yoga. One of the fundamental pillars of Karma Yoga. And Swami Vivekananda, he was the pioneer into all those things, this particular Karma Yoga. So then if you fit that into that, all these three qualities I mentioned, that, do the service as your duty, and you have to do it as a welfare of the humanity, not to that individual, and work it is offering to God, the universal consciousness. That if you keep that in mind, that it itself become that the serving the purpose of Karma Yoga. And which is the first step towards walking the spiritual path. So that's what we. There are 5 steps into our spiritual path. Start with Karma Yoga, then Kriya Yoga, Dhyan Yoga, Gyan Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga. So it all starts with the Karma Yoga, and the service is the best part of it. The majority part of it is a service, unconditional service. And this unconditional, this part, it comes from the pure love, the one heart opens up, then automatically we go into that mode. As long as if our heart is not open, then we operate from our mind and ego controls it, then all these kinds of judgments and all these kind of things, it comes into the picture, and it contaminates that field. It does not allow us to, go whatever it is necessary to be done in this regard. So in this, also we have to come from the original. I was talking about the true nature of us, human being, and this is made of pure love, and that it is expression of pure love. So basically, that when you are in that service of others, you are connecting to your inner core, which we are made of that energy. That your connection with the pure love faculty of within you, which opens up, and that makes the connection to the divine. So this is how the energy channel is established, and when we operate out of that, then we become an expression of the divinity. So that becomes we are expressing ourselves as a representative of the divine. So how to go to that level of that expression of the divinity within us, how to go to that level? And Sadhu Vaswaniji, he was also a great master. So, and I met his another master, his disciple, but Master J.P. Vaswaniji, and who left body a few years back. Met him in 2012 when I went to Hyderabad for first World Parliament on Spirituality. It was during December 2012. That is a transition period was happening, that starting of the new era, you can say. That was the transition period, December 2012. So that time there is a very big conference happened on World Parliament on Spirituality. And that time he was, I think, about mid or late 90s, J.P. Vaswaniji, and he was very, wonderful master. So all the time smiling and all the time in a peace. So in his book, he has given what is the teaching of his master, which is Sadhu Vaswaniji. So his book is it is Spirituality in Daily Life. So that's what it is, J.P. Vaswaniji's book. And here he is recommending that there are 5 pointers that while doing seva, what we need to do, what are the things to be considered. So, and it is a teaching of Sadhu Vaswaniji, but it is in the book of J.P. Vaswaniji. So that Spirituality in Daily Life, it is in front of me. So these points are, first point, what he is mentioning is serve silently. Means if you serving something or doing some seva, but you want that, to 5 photographers to capture that, and some journalist has to write that, or somebody has to write about you in the Facebook, the purpose of service is ruined. It is a self-propaganda or advertisement. It is not seva. So seva is always silent. Whatever you can do, it's a quantity doesn't matter. The seva bhav means if the intention of seva is more important than exactly what you are doing, what you are paying, and or paying means anything. It cannot always necessarily be money. It can be giving advice or giving your time, or maybe somebody is sick and taking care of them or something. It can be different way that we can offer the service. So first point is important, that serve silently. And so whatever you do, it is between you and the divine. It is nothing to do with who is watching and how many people are clapping and how many are appreciating and all those things. Because giving something and getting into the news, not a big deal. Somebody have maybe the crores of rupees and he have donated only 1 lakh rupees, and that makes a news, and it's not a big deal for him also. It is like like a dust on the thing, like that money can go. But that amount is not. That's what I'm saying. Amount is not important. If somebody is earning very very less, or maybe there is one beggar, he got one bread. There is another beggar who is hungry, so he is sharing half of his bread to the other beggar. That's a great service. So it doesn't matter, what amount or what is the value of the thing you're sharing. Yeah, the matter is your intention. It is that what is coming from within you, what prompted you to take that action, that matters, not exactly how much amount. That's what I'm saying, that many people can donate many huge amount of money, but if the intention is not pure, that doesn't come as a category of seva. Hmm. That category has come as a selfish motive, like your own individual gratification, that just to do all those things. So the many I have met with many the corporate the people and things like that. If I ask them about what are your activities regarding charity, they have shown few of the some of the association have given a certificate, and some of the photo they have been giving some check or something like that. So that is, but they treat their own people very badly. That's not a seva. Those are the only for showpiece purposes. But actually the seva vow is not there. Anyway, so first point of the to be mentioned, to be followed, is serve silently. Now, next is why serve silently? Because if we serve silently, then our ego is under control. Our ego doesn't come into the picture. Ego can ruin the whole thing, because we are talking about the spiritual service. Like, it is for our spiritual growth, not to boost our ego. If we allow that the publication and this and that and all to come into the picture, then you are getting into falling trap of the ego. And even if no matter what you donated and done and all those kind of things, and end of the day, you will not get any spiritual benefit out of it. The spiritual progress will not be made out of that. So why to serve silently? Because to keep our ego into control and go into the actual, which is in the mode of expression of our pure love or the compassion. Same as the serve humbly, with the humility. Humility means in this, why humility is important here. Sometimes while giving service to others, someone can say something or behave certain way. It looks like they're in the higher pedestal and the receiver is a lower pedestal. I'm better than you. I'm just giving you better. You are not good enough, so I have to come and help you or support you, and this kind of attitude. So that also ruins the purpose of seva. So any kind of the domination or any kind of superiority comes into the picture, that ruins the seva. And again, that in spiritual value is nil there if that comes into the picture. So it goes into the being most humble, and then you offer as this thing, no favor to anyone, just you are doing it for that you like to give. So, and in the joy of giving is that reward. So it is not because of showing something that I'm better off and I'm higher than you and all, I'm more powerful than you, I have much more I can give. So this kind of the attitude need to be keep under control. And this, what happened is, in this case, when we do it humbly, and there is what it gives us, what it teaches us, teaches us not to expect anything in return. This, the unconditional part, unconditional, there is another point also here, but it is when we become humble without any expectation of anyone, that raise our the spiritual quotient of that act whatever you are doing in this case. Third is called serve lovingly. So in that, when we serve lovingly, that what happens is the love expressed in one way. There is no give and take. So it is like the sunlight the sun is giving the sunlight. It is an expression of love. It is a one way. So you have to give as your own expression, not to, that it is expression of your love, that pure love getting expressed. So this kind of gestures, whatever you are able to do. And in this case, so what happened is our personal motives get under check. Like our personal interest, personal thing doesn't come to the picture. It becomes just a simple expression of love. You are giving it just like we like. We like to give it, and it is a reward by itself. So the love is the predominating or the core principle of all this seva bhav, that sevas that we are talking here. Fourth is that serve unconditionally. Like there should not be any condition where you are doing seva. Like if you say that I will give only this category of people, not that category of people. I will give it to this, religion, not to that religion. I will give it to this caste, but not that caste. I will give it to this nationality, but not that nationality. Means you are basically creating conditions. As it is, you're doing your seva, it should be unconditional. There should not be anything, any string attached. You are basically doing it for the humanity. So no need to, if you discriminate, then also purpose of the service get ruined. You can say that whoever is come in front of me that I will give, that's fine. Because if it is somebody is not in front of you, you cannot go and, find it. But that is okay. Whoever comes, but once it comes, then you should not put some clauses. Unless until this is that and that, and unless until they prove me they are honest, unless until they tell me they are going to use it for the better purpose and all. Basically, you are creating your own conditions, and that will limit the ability to serve. And so that is one of the pillar is it should be unconditional. There's a fourth point. What I'm saying, the 5 points I'm just bringing it from Sadhu Vaswani ji's teaching, what J.P. Vaswani ji has written here. So, and the fifth is that cultivate the soul. And that is the last point. Ultimate aim is to cultivate the soul, go to the level of our soul, to evolve in the spiritual qualities, evolve spiritually to by the means of the service. By seva, you are basically spiritually getting uplifted. How spirituality get uplifted? Because these things that our soul is an individualized consciousness, and it is a part of the universal consciousness. So it is a part of that whole, that universal consciousness. And this, when we operate from that pure love that connects us with that, from our soul consciousness to universal consciousness. So, and this is a process. This seva is a process of the experience of oneness, that the creator. The experience of oneness comes from this seva. So if you just retract, go step back, then ultimately the oneness means we all are one, including all that nature, all life forms, animals and everything, trees and everything, we are all one. That came from the same source. So this gives us the context to go to that core, that oneness. If everything is the expression of the one, so that means the seva we are not doing to anybody else. We are doing the seva to our own higher self, our own self. It's a part of me. This feeling is this kind of experience is a very high level of spiritual experience that only that unconditional service can get us there. Any other things what I said earlier that have limitations will not take us there. So when doing unconditional service, selfless service, then only that faculty of pure love opens up, and we get to that level of the connection of that oneness is it is felt there, and that through that this oneness, everything become part of me. So if everything is the part of me, then there is nothing you are not favoring or giving it to anybody else. That is what it is called. You are giving it to the humanity. You are giving it to that divinity. That's what you are offering. So when we talked about the first three principles, the last the third point was whatever you do as if you are offering the homage to the heaven and towards God, to our offering towards the divinity. Why? Because we all came from the same source. So whatever you do, whatever you give, this all came from there. You are not creating something to give. You are not the owner of that thing. You are just passing on the thing. Whatever you are giving, whether it's money, time, or any physical service, everything is a gift from the divine. None is yours. Okay. It just came to you temporarily. It will be taken off after the time is limited. After a certain time, it will go. Whether it is whether it is your time or whether it is we have a limited time, and whether it's a money will change hands. One point of time, definitely it will go after death to somebody else, if not earlier. So it will keep, all those things will be moving forward. So only thing is that your connection with that divinity through this act of selfless service, if it is established, then you become the divine agent. Then these selfish motives will disappear, that ultimate the connection will develop, then you become a divine instrument, and that's why you elevate spiritually. That is the spiritual significance of Seva Bhava. That is the topic of today. So once you get into that, then through this service, through this Seva Bhava and all those things, you get your karma yoga, will get all those things be done through that. Any action you take, it is a compassionate action. Compassion means love in action. So you do out of the compassion whatever you can offer, whatever you can do, and then it will already uplifting you and taking you toward that oneness. Again, I'm saying quantity doesn't matter. How much you are giving doesn't matter. It doesn't matter somebody, spending lakhs of rupees, they are better off than you know. Intention matters. That's what I was giving earlier, the example. The quantity doesn't matter. Even if I'm going to go to that extent, if somebody thinks that I keep on giving whatever is, I'm keep on donating so that I will get moksha, okay, I get liberated spiritually, that is also some kind of deal. No deal can take you there. It will ruin the purpose. It should be truly unconditional. There's one master said a beautiful thing. He said, Master, his name should be written in this book also. I'll try to get it. If it is not getting quickly, then I'll tell the story anyway. All right, name I'm not getting it, but the essence is very beautiful. Essence is telling that blessed are those who can give and forget. Okay. Blessed are those who can give and forget, and forget when they are giving. Okay, blessed are those when they give and forget whatever they have given, to whom they have given, etc., etc. And they remember when they receive anything from someone. Means if you're giving, you forget about it. Means they literally forget about they have given to someone. And if you receive something, then you remember, you appreciate, you express gratitude and remind and all those kind of things. If you fall into that category, you are the blessed one. That's the meaning of that saying. It's a beautiful saying. So this part is first part is coming from basically that unconditional service, so that if you try to remember and try to see that if I helped somebody so and so, when they will revert me back and all, then it doesn't become a service, it become a deal. You have something to expect in return. But if you just forget about it, it is a true sense of doing seva. If it comes, when it comes, then you accept it as a gift. And that moment, it is a divine gift. If somebody returns back something, you take it as a gift. But when giving, you just given, and it's joy of giving and matter ends there. Many of our issues, many of our disheartened or things getting disheartened or all get spoiled into this exactly things that give and take in the relationships or anywhere, or expecting something in return that spoils that. To me, the expectation of getting return is also a bondage. It limits you to get liberated fully. If you give and forget about it, then you get liberated from anything to expect in return. You just liberated. That's what they're saying. They're the blessed ones who can give and forget. And when they get something and they appreciate that gratitude also ultimately goes to the divine. When they appreciate, I have received it by this means. This is a channel, I received it. Okay, thank you, the channel. But it is with a pure understanding that everything has been created. It's created by the creator. It's not us. So we are just, as I was explaining a little earlier, we are just passing it on. Even if you say that we do something, some work we are offering with a physical body, it's also a gift of the divine. We have not created it. We have not designed it. Neither we are operating it. We don't know how to pump blood into the vessels. Our body automatically does. We don't know how to use our intelligence. We automatically get the intelligence and use them. The hardware has been given. We didn't make that. And this particular thing, so these are all gifts. These are all gifts and the free. Yes, maintaining them, it takes money. Okay. Maintaining body and maintaining health and all those things, all that we have to work hard. But original thing has been gifted. So what has been gifted, that's what we are using it. So that's why basically that in Sadhu Vaswaniji is also said in one of the places that we are doing service as we are paying the debt of getting this body for free from the divine. There is a debt we have, so that we are repaying by doing the service to the humanity. If Creator has created us, whatever you're offering to the creation is basically our tribute, our duty to give it this way to the return. And this is not an individual exercise. It is a collective exercise. When we go into that mode of giving, being in the flow, the energy flows through us, the divine energy flows through us. And that's why we get benefited. So many people, they ask me that, I like to give, but I'm having too many problems, too many things, I'm stuck, and I don't have any time, I don't have any money, I don't have this and that. I'm in too much of trouble, and I'm myself, I need help. How can I help somebody else and all these things? And even this particular aspect it's not logical. But that my advice is, if you are in too much of trouble, try to help others, even if you are in trouble. In when you are intend and do little bit of things for maybe for others, it will, what happens is it unblocks that energy. It opens up the channel of that divine flow of energy through your help, to your intention, the loving intent to help others. That channel opens up. And when that energy start flowing, your own problems will automatically be taken care of. Or at least it will be lessened. The burden will be lessened. You will no longer be suffering that poor me syndrome. Like, why me? Why I have to face all these things in my life? So that's what I'm saying. It is not logical. Logically, it is very difficult to accept this or understand this. That I need help. How can I help others? But if you open up that faculty within you, all of us have that core, that connection. Only it is blocked because of our own thinking, our own patterns, and our own attitude. If you can remove that attitude, I'm saying only intention. You need not to do too many things. Only intention to help others, that opens up that channel. That channel, that energy actually you need. But it will only come to you when you are in the flow. If you keep on asking about me, and me, it will not come to you. That because you blocked it. You are the further down, the energy is always moving. As energy is always moving, because as we know, it cannot be created, it cannot be, is always moving. But if your attitude or something, we are not moving, we are not in the flow, then it will come and block. Like a stagnant water, it will come in after a few months of the stagnant water, it will be some, weeds may come, something other small, insects may come, it will start smelling and all those things. So it will be like a stagnant water, and we'll keep crying why it is not, nothing is happening to me, or nothing better happening to me. But you open that, you be in the flow, let the old water goes, and something new will come and fill it. You will be then you become within the flow of the fresh water, and that flow of fresh water flushes off all the blocks, whatever you may have, and then it is basically you are tuning into that. It is become tuning in, not to getting and gathering things. That is also we are conditioned to. We think richness is about the gathering. Richness is not about gathering things, hoarding things. The highest form of richness is to be in the flow, to be in that. The creator can create infinite, and then it is flows through you. That intention, it is when the intention goes up, it will automatically happen through you. Yeah. So now I will just conclude this learning session, and if you have any question, so you can ask me. I can see Kavita is posting some question here.
Guruji.
Yes.
Guruji, how our intention allows the energy to flow? How the energy flows?
Intention. Yeah, energy flows. This is the principle of energy. Where our intention, the focus is, that energy goes there. That is where we activate our chakras. No, we put the intention in the first chakra. Within the pranic energy is already in the air. Through particular type of breathing, pranic energy we get into our body. Through intention, through focus, it goes there. That is the principle of that energy flow. Wherever focus is, attention is, it will go there. Because wherever you focus or attention is a tool of our consciousness. Thoughts are the tools of our mind. Attention is the tool of our consciousness. So whichever area we focus, it may not be physical. It can be something like opening up a pure love or something like that. The energy will go there. It will energize that. Okay, so our intention connects that bridge with our consciousness, and whatever the universal energy flows through. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So, any other question? No other question?
Sir,
Okay, Shubir, go first. I'll come back to Kavita. Shubir, go ahead. Yeah.
Yes, Rajdeep, I have a question. Actually, it is from my wife,
Boni.
Boni.
Okay.
Uh, Rasita, sometimes I'm getting confused. Like when I give gifts to even my colleagues,
Yeah.
am I serving the purpose? When I see the happiness in them, is it serving the purpose? But sometimes what I want to say is my colleagues are my relationships in
Yes.
office.
Yeah.
So uh, definitely I have an intention that
Mhm.
they feel happy, they feel good.
Yeah.
But is there an underlying intention that because they are colleagues I'm giving them?
Yeah.
So am I really serving my higher self in that case?
You see, there are two way of aspect of this. Is your intention is to give and see other party happy. So definitely you are doing some. It will be spiritually uplifting, no doubt about it. But
Mm-hmm.
the thing is, if we give anything to anyone who has we have relation, like we have a family member or we have a colleague and all those things,
Mm-hmm.
as we have a some other relation, so always there is a context of expectation of getting return. Hmm. Okay,
Okay.
some way it is there. If you cannot, if you don't expect, it is fine. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but as it is a some relationship is already there,
Mm-hmm.
so that's why it is difficult to achieve 100% unconditional service there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
So do you feel that we should always give to people whom we don't know?
no, not
That's
always. You
all?
give it to everybody. As you see, when you let me put it in this way, if you are doing it, somebody you are related to you, you are doing your duty. And if
Okay.
somebody you are doing is unrelated to you, that you are doing seva.
Okay, if I put in this way, why I'm getting confused?
Mhm.
Because I need not like remember my colleagues' birthdays.
Yeah.
I am trying to like make a good vibe in my office.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that it wipes out the negative thoughts which are prevailing in my office work. In
Mhm.
that way I am getting happy vibes and all the people around also feel a certain kind of happiness.
Yes.
But when I give to, for example, I don't know anyone.
Mm.
I go in the morning. I see some people are working. The laborers are working in the
Mm.
fields. I give them some food.
Right.
Definitely, I get happiness.
Correct.
But is it bad that I get more happiness
Mm.
when I give to my colleagues and the negative thoughts which were prevailing at
Mm.
that point of time it gets wiped out and everybody I see they are happy?
Yes.
Is it is it wrong in that way that
No,
I'm
no, not
creating
at
a
all.
positive vibe in my office where I'm staying like maybe 8 9 hours?
Mm. No, no, not at all. Every gesture of kindness is appreciated. It uplifts that it expression of pure love again. Mm. We are not saying that it is not good and this is good and that is bad. Okay. What we are saying here that as it is this to uplift that your environment of the work you are doing something, so there is some element. I'm not saying good and bad here, I'm not putting any judgment.
Okay.
What I am saying is that is your intention is to uplift that environment, right?
Yes, positive vibe.
Correct. To uplift the vibe, uplift that is your intention.
Hmm.
This intention is not unconditional.
um,
Okay, if something you do it for unknown and forget about it, that is there is no way, not even uplifting the vibe. I was telling, even if you do something for the moksha, I
hmm,
will get spiritual liberation by
hmm.
doing gift to 1,000 people. That is also a condition.
Condition.
That is also we are doing for something. Maybe it is a very divine cause. Doesn't matter. Okay.
Hmm, 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 hmm.
Maybe in the process, maybe thousands of people getting fed, hungry people getting fed. I'm not saying it is a bad act. But it is not about them. It is about you. Okay.
Okay.
Nothing wrong in getting them to feel good and good vibe and create that environment. Absolutely fine. Okay. But only thing I'm saying, it is not a selfless service.
Okay.
There is some element is there, but you expect something in return. Maybe in the good vibe. It is okay.
Yes, I understand.
Okay, it is a very good act, very good thing. It is a kind act, but it is not selfless service.
Okay, in that way, another question, what I feel, like we know altruism. Altruism is like we are putting our service before the self. In that way, like I am the like I am sacrificing myself for getting a good thing. Maybe I am harming myself. Like you said once, just now you said that even if you don't have, you can give to others.
Yeah.
Yes, at one point of time, I did not really have anything, but then also I felt, okay, let me do this altruistic act in sacrificing myself and giving to others or giving position to others. Is it I am serving my higher self?
In the second part, no. Okay. See, sacrifice means that you have a legitimate right to have something, you are sharing it. Okay. This is not a selfless service. This is coming from a consciousness which considers. Just analyzing you. I'm not criticizing you.
Yeah. Analyze.
Okay? I'm just analyzing.
What I need.
It is come from the limitedness consciousness. Okay. Like it believes that overall thing which can be shared is limited. From there, if I give it to something from someone, somebody will lose, somebody will gain, right? Because sum total is limited. So sacrifice means if you take something from someone and give it to someone, then this person loses and other person gets it. Okay. Conceptually, I'm saying.
Yeah, conceptually, yes.
But spiritual concept is not that. Spiritual concept is this is connected to the infinite source. So there is no question of sacrifice comes. It can keep on giving, still losing nothing. It is in the flow.
That means, are you saying that like I am connected only to my body until now? Not even to my mind?
No, consciousness is a limited consciousness. We are going to the universal consciousness.
Okay. Infinite consciousness.
Infinite consciousness doesn't consider a thing called sacrifice. There is nothing to sacrifice. Nothing was me. I'm just a channel to give it to somebody. And I'm connected to the infinite source. There is nothing I can sacrifice.
So nothing to sacrifice. Okay, then in Mahabharata, then why Krishna gives Arjun that this is, you have come with a purpose here.
Yeah.
In this battlefield, even if they are your blood relations, you have to fight. For example, when Vishya, he said that you have to kill Vishya also.
Yes.
Because otherwise Vishya will kill you, because he got that thing that Vishya got this thing, like Kauravs told Vishya that look, you are actually favoring Arjun. You can any point you can kill Arjun, but still you are not doing that, Vishwa, that because you are somewhere connected to him and you have some kind of biasness, and that is why we are dragging the battle so long.
Okay, let me put it in this way. Even though normally I don't, explain the scriptures or anything into this forum because it leads to interpretation. But I just let me answer this, by the way. You see, what is the Mahabharata story? I'm just giving my view of that. I'm not saying right and wrong. Yeah? What it tells, to achieve the higher cause, higher principle, you can sacrifice the lower principle.
This was
let go the lower. Let me give you an example. It will be clear to you. Okay. Suppose my daughter, I normally give example earlier also, fallen from a it's a staircase, and she's profusely bleeding. In the middle of the night, maybe it is 2 o'clock, okay, in the early morning. I took my car, put my daughter, I'm rushing to a hospital or a clinic.
Yes.
I saw a red signal on the way. I just broke the red signal and just, no car was there. I didn't stop in the red signal. Question is, did I break the law? Yes. Okay. I broke the traffic.
Broke the law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
What?
as a father, to save my daughter's life goes in the higher principle. So if there are multiple laws are there, always choose the highest level. That's what Krishna was trying to tell Arjuna. Whatever the dharma you are telling,
Yes.
it is a dharma between the good and evil. Evil has to go. You have to kill that evil. You cannot apply the lower level, laws into that to protect. That is a mistake Yudhishthir did while doing that. What is called the pasha and all this.
Pasha. Yeah.
Yudhishthir put, his wife into that thing that is fundamentally wrong. And when they lost it, then they are saying it is a rule of the game. That principle to keep the sanctity of that, what is called maryada of a woman should be higher precedence than just a game and pasha or whatever it is they promise. Okay, so these things play here, and that's why Mahabharata teaches us that you have to sacrifice the lower, let go the lower laws to have the highest law. But in absence of the highest law, the most prominent one that stands. Okay, so that is the understanding of that. So that's why when you are in a confusion, you just say this thing, killing a own relative is definitely not correct. Okay. But what is the divine scheme of things? What divine purpose it serves? If it's divine purpose, then it is worth killing. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Okay, Rajdeep, I have just one question from my side.
Yeah.
See, sometimes when we want to help the society, maybe, okay, we have some finances which we can give to some section of the society for their benefit. So if I want to do that, then sometimes we apply judgment that this amount of money I'm going to use for this purpose, I'll give it to some people. Will it be used properly, or will that money be misused? It will be misused. So we start judging those people. I mean, we try to judge, okay, I can give to him, but I cannot give to these people because that money may be badly used. Here it may be safely used. So these judgments also, it doesn't come in the true spirit of seva, right?
Yeah, that's why Aristotle's story I told. No, it is not unconditional. There is a condition involved here.
Yeah, so that means will it be a true seva if I blindly donate that money, not even thinking whether it is going to the right place or wrong place, or
what I say is only one principle. That principle is no harm to anyone. Don't give money who is creating evil.
Okay, there we can apply that judgment.
Yes.
That is.
But otherwise, you are giving, means your focus should not be who is receiving it. You should not judge. That's what Mother Teresa is saying. If I keep judging people, I have no time to love them. It should be unconditional.
Yes.
From your side.
Yes.
Okay.
If you think that somebody has actually misutilized that money, don't give next time. Okay. And also, to answer your specific question, if you think that at present you are in a shortage of money, give other things. Give time, give education. Maybe to educated children, you teach them how to read English. That's also service.
Correct.
Okay. We are not saying you give everything what you need, but you spare something which we can offer, and we can do that. That should be the right approach for that service. Okay.
Okay.
Another question: Is it called service if I'm teaching many parents, I'm taking from the very rich and I'm charging very less for which parents cannot afford and approaches me. Is
Yeah.
it a kind of service?
Yes, it is a kind of service. Yes, it is.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
so it is a compassion. It is a love in action. Okay. So this doesn't limit you. It shows that it is just giving my service, even if they cannot afford. You are doing it. It is a great service. Yes.
Okay, thank you. That's
Okay. Yes, Kavita.
सर जब हम लोग इंटेंशन सेट कर रहे हैं तो जैसे मैं हेल्थ को लेके अगर इंटेंशन सेट करती हूँ तो हम लोग बोलते हैं कि प्रेजेंट मोमेंट में हम लोग को देखना चाहिए कि मेरी हेल्थ ठीक है, तभी मतलब कुछ इम्प्रूवमेंट हो सकता है. तो इंटेंशन सेट करेंगे जब तक, अगर मेरी हेल्थ ठीक नहीं है तो मैं इंटेंशन सेट कैसे करूंगी? और अगर मैं देख रही हूँ कि मेरी हेल्थ ठीक नहीं है और इंटेंशन सेट करती हूँ कि वो ठीक हो जाए, कौन सा व्यू सही है?
ऐसा है तो आपका माइंड में जो चल रहा है ना, that will get implemented. You know, there is a field called tathastu field. In the divine will से tathastu, it will not check कि आपका जो है ना exact purpose क्या है. So if you say that I'm not well, I'm not, so get out. I get out of my disease. Then the disease world will be picked up, and that will be energized, and more disease will come. I don't want twisting of that. In the wording will not. The word has a Sabda Brahma. Every word has a power. What it is advised is, you, even if you are not, you wanted to achieve, whatever you wanted to achieve, you say that affirmations. Like I'm healthy, I'm happy, I'm active, I'm prosperous. Then these are the things, energy will be attracted to you, and your whatever the disease, etc., will go run away. Okay, so you have to what you wanted to achieve. Yeah. What you wanted to achieve as your affirmation. Okay, because you want something, some energy to come to you. It is not a simple statement that I am a sick, how I can say I am healthy. Yeah. So you are saying that you are not healthy right now. It is correct. But you have to see that what you wanted to attract that energy, you have to say that so that you can attract that. You are muted, I think. You muted. I'll come back to you, Vikas.
सर प्रोजेक्शन तो हम लोग फिर वही कर रहे हैं ना कि जो मेरे अंदर लैक हो रहा है, जैसे कि इंटेंशन तो हम सेट कर रहे हैं कि आई एम हेल्दी, लेकिन माइंड तो प्रोजेक्ट वही कर रहा है ना कि आई एम नॉट हेल्दी.
See, or you do one. Forget about it. I'm talking about affirmations. Okay. Affirmation has to be positive sentences in the present tense. Forget about affirmation. Then you say that I'm getting healthier day by day. I'm receiving healing. I'm become healthier. That is the truth, correct? That is the truth you are telling. Okay. So you said, I'm getting healthier. I'm receiving, thank you, divine, and getting me healed. Getting me healed. Okay. Allow me to receive all the energies what is in the best interest of mine to achieve my best health. You can say that. Yeah. That is not falsifying, correct? Okay. Yeah. So just say that. You are not there yet. You are saying that, yes, I'm receiving it, I'm getting benefited, I'm feeling more energized, more happy, and more healthier, day by day or hour by hour. You can say that. Okay. That will also work. Okay.
Yes,
all right. Vikas, go ahead.
In this context, I have one question now. RPA, we have some shlokas, क्षमा प्रार्थना जिसे कहते हैं, जिसमें कुछ ऐसा आता है कि हमने कोई अनुचित कर्म किया हो या हमने कोई अपराध किए हैं या कुछ चूक भूल हुई है तो उसे क्षमा करें. If we do it morning and evening, early morning, evening, whatever. So इसमें whatever you said just now कि अपराध या अनुचित कर्म या जो भी कोई, so those are getting projected, right?
Correct.
So then what will be the effect? I mean, we are
No, that is the purpose. If it is purpose is to ask forgiveness and let go, known all unknown things, that is fine. Previous question was specifically for you are not well, you are sick. But how you can say you are healthy? That's what I explained. But now you are saying that you are just, there is some mantra here saying that I am surrendering all my sins to your feet, known unknown thing on your feet or something, I surrender. That is basically the asking forgiveness, like a blanket approval of forgiveness. That's a different purpose altogether. It is just to let you free, let you liberate from all those things, because we have a doubt sometimes we may have unknowingly might have done something wrong. This is to be free from that, to let go. Okay, that is the mantra was for. But for the healing, you use the affirmations or positive affirmations to reach whatever you want to be.
Okay.
Okay.
Great. Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
Okay. God bless you.
सर वन मोर क्वेश्चन सर.
Okay.
सर आपने एक बार बोला था कि जैसे हम लोग किसी को ब्लेसिंग भी देते हैं तो बोलते हैं कि let that soul get whatever is in the interest of everyone.
Best interest of it. Yeah, correct.
Yes. तो सर इसमें जैसे एक ही जरूरत, सबकी तो जरूरत नहीं हो सकती है ना. सपोज एक पर्सन को सॉफ्ट बेड की जरूरत है, मतलब वो सिक है, उसे अच्छा लगता है कि मतलब उसके बैक पेन के लिए उसके ठीक है, लेकिन वही जरूरत मेरी नहीं है. तो ऐसे में मतलब किस तरह से
आपका जो बेस्ट इंटरेस्ट है ना वो आ जाएगा.
अच्छा, ओके.
ये तो आपको भी पता नहीं है व्हाट इज द बेस्ट. आप जो सोच रहे हैं कि सॉफ्ट बेड शायद उसके लिए अच्छा हो, शायद ना हो. Who knows? Okay. Maybe some other kind of thing, maybe some orthopedic bed will be good for him. So वो आ जाएगा instead of soft bed.
Okay.
Okay. So if we don't know, better to say what is in the best interest, let that happen. I'm praying to that so that energy is channelized to what is in the best. I don't know, but divine knows everything. And our soul knows everything.
And if I know what I want, तो ये मैं मेरे को किस तरह से pray करना चाहिए? That I should get whatever is in the interest of my soul.
Best interest. Otherwise, sometimes we don't know what is in our best interest. Okay. Suppose we are praying for to get a Mercedes. I shared this story earlier. That person, yes, he gets it, the Mercedes, and next day he goes into the driving on the road 200 km per hour, met with an accident, lost both of his feet. So getting a Mercedes may not be in his best interest.
Right.
Okay. So you leave it there. No? Why you are specifying something you don't know everything about it and what is going to happen with it?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right. All right. Any other question? Okay. So if there's no other question, so we'll now proceed with our Kriya and meditation. Just sit straight. And breathe in and breathe out few times. And relax yourself.